What's up, everybody? This is your boy, the Trail Collector, man, coming to you guys another figure review. Man, first of all, I want to say Happy New Year, man. Hope everybody had a blessed and safe holiday. Hope everyone had a happy and blessed Christmas, man. We made it to 2022. So with that being said, man, I'm going to put out the first video of 2022, man. This is one of my most recent pickups that I've acquired lately. I have like, man, maybe 35 to like 40 plus figures on the way, man, coming in. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Over the holidays, man, you know, everybody that's been ordering stuff, man, you know how slow USPS has been, you know, our postal service, man, because of the holidays. So I have a lot of stuff that's on the way. So, you know, guys, just be patient. So as soon as I get it, I'm gonna be sharing it and reviewing it with you guys, man. So that's something to definitely look forward to. But once again, man, Happy New Year, man. I'm glad everyone made it safe throughout the year, man, and we, you know, came back to, you know, chill with each other, man, and look at these awesome reviews and these figures that we so much enjoy, man. So with that being said, man, this is going to be somewhat of a different review, solely because I don't have too many female characters in my collection, to be honest. So today we're going to be reviewing the A and the B Glitter and Glamour Videl figure, man. These figures came out like around October of last year, man. Really awesome pieces, man. I saw a fellow YouTuber and also a member in my group, man, Mr. Matthew Borges. He had these figures on his page, man, and when I saw him, I knew I definitely had to go pick them up, man. So if you guys are on YouTube, man, and you want to check out another awesome reviewer, check out Matches and Peaches, man, over there on YouTube, man. He's a really awesome guy, man. And he does some really awesome reviews as well. So shout out to him, man, Mr. Matt, man. Shout out to you, fam. But before we get into these, man, like we always do, guys, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys the Toei stick of authenticity right there in the corner. And then we have one there as well for the B prop, from the A prize, I mean. And then we're gonna go with the, with a little bit of the box art there, as you can see. There again, and there we are once more. So as you guys can see, the boxes are different and they correlate with the figure itself. So this here is the A prize and this here is the B. So what's different about these two figures here is pretty much just the color scheme. As you guys can see, it's the exact same figure. The only thing different is this one has kind of a yellowish brown, somewhat of like a mustard color boot, and her headbands around her ponytails are gray. And then this one here has like the neon green with the kind of, you know, brownish headbands around her ponytails as well. So like I said, exact same figure, just small subtle differences, man. I got these figures, man, solely to complement this bad boy right here, man. This is the Grandista Ultimate Gohan, or the adult Gohan, that came out, I want to say in November or October. I want to say that. This is the reason why I got it, is to complement these, to complement this bad boy right here. This figure scales perfectly with the Gohan, man. I mean, at first I was kind of skeptical about it, because I'm not a big glitter and glamour figure fan, solely because I owned one glitter and glamour figure when I first started collecting, and that was the Android 18, to where she was kind of like, I don't want to say she was bent over or anything, but she was kind of like hunched over with a hand on her hip, and she had like this really kind of like weird foot stand, you know, and that I didn't too much like that. So I ended up, you know, reselling her, and you know, that kind of turned me off from glitter and glamour figures for quite some time, until I saw this one here, until I saw this bad girl right here. So before we get into actual sculpt and detail of these figures, man, like always, I like to give you a little backstory of where where this character came from. As we all know, Videl is the girlfriend that eventually became the wife of Gohan, became the mother of Pan. She was introduced in the Majin Buu arc alongside her father, Hercule, or Mr. Satan. she was also one of the I don't want to say casualties, but I mean, she wasn't a casualty. She was more so a victim of like one of the most brutal anime beatdowns that I've seen in a very long time, man. I know when I first saw her fight Sapopovich, man, at the Budokai Tenkaichi tournament or Tenkaichi Budokai tournament, I mean, that was one of the most, brutal beatdowns. And if you guys follow the anime, man, or the manga, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. He pretty much like, beat her into like an inch of her life pretty much, but with all that being done and said, man, she was still the resilient character that we know her of and know her to be. And she, brushed that off, man, and became one of the most viable characters in that arc. She was the first person to really learn about Gohan's great Saiyaman alter ego. She's also an intricate part of Gohan leaning to become more of a scholar than a fighter. She wanted him to balance both pretty much. She didn't want him to give up one. She didn't want him to sacrifice one to become the other. She wanted him to find that balance, man. So, I think that's really awesome. Chi-Chi was more so give up fighting Gohan, become a scholar. Goku was more so, become a fighter, don't worry about your studies and all of that. But she was just that catalyst that kind of gelled it together for him. But we all know that Gohan, went the other way, man, and pretty much became the scholar in Super, and kind of gave up on his training and all that. But with the new Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Superhero, I think it's called, is coming out. All of the trailers that I've seen and the screenshots that I've seen, man, I think my boy Gohan is coming back, man. And I really like how they're moving forward with him, because besides Broly, he is my second favorite character out of the entire anime, man. He was the character that had the most potential. He could have been stronger than Goku, Vegeta, anybody. He was that guy. And I just really hope that they do him right with the with the new movie that's coming out, man. So enough of the backstory, man. Just give you guys a little insight about that. The figures are the exact same, man. There's nothing different except for like the little subtle differences on the colors and all of that. One thing I really like about this figure is kind of like the wind effect they have going with her shirt. I think that's pretty cool. Kind of goes with her hair as well. Like there's like a wind effect going in her hair, so I really think that's pretty awesome. The downside about this figure, man, that I like, is like her hair. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like the line right there to where they kind of just like the hairline seam when they try to put the pieces together. It's really obvious, and that's one thing that I don't like. But the way I have them displayed in my display, it's really not a big deal. This figure, man, stands roughly about a good 7 to 8 inches tall, man. Like I say, she scales perfectly with this bad boy right here. As you guys can see, she scales perfect with him, So, he's a hefty figure in his own right, and she complements him very, very well. This figure, man, this one here I picked up from GameStop. I think it was like $17.89. Some weird price like that. It was like a clearance price. So with everything, I think it ran me like maybe $23 to get it shipped out and everything. And this one here was $24.99 at Bedrock City here in Houston. So once I saw her, I'm like, hey, I might as well pick up, the A version to go with the B, and then I'll have both. These figures are fairly inexpensive pieces, because in my opinion, they're not a character that's is really like a wanted character, should I say. Not a character that has a lot of screen time, so a lot of people may not know of her. And also the manufacturer, I'm really not sure who the manufacturer is of this. It's actually a Band Presto figure, which I didn't know that. But it's a Band Presto figure, but it's not like a master lease or anything. So the price is going to be fairly inexpensive to end up getting. You can get these figures from GameStop, Box Lunch, eBay, Mercari, local comic book shops, anime shops, man, and I guarantee you'll get her at a fairly decent price. So this figure came out, if I haven't said already, around October, around the same time that Gohan was introduced. So kind of like, one of those things that kind of complement each other, like I said once before. So, pretty awesome piece. One thing that I thought was really cool, because me being from Houston, man, I'll take off her arm right quick. As you can see, she looks like the Astros logo, which is our baseball team here for you guys that doesn't know. She has like the old Astros logo there, and I thought that was pretty cool. But we all know that that's not what it's for. That's not the Astros logo. I think that's like something to do with like their high school or something in the anime. But being from Houston, and when I saw that, I was like, oh man, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome to see. I just thought that was pretty cool. So as you guys saw, man, as I was putting the arm back in, this is a solid piece, but she does come in two pieces. The arm comes off here, which is kind of a pain to put back in because the way that it's angled. So you really have to kind of like look up in there and try to work your way around. And then she also comes with a foot stand, which she does not need because she's balanced and she stands perfectly on her own. So really awesome piece, man. Really awesome. Companion piece to the Ultimate Gohan, man. If you guys are interested in picking this figure up, man, you can pretty much get them anywhere. Like I said, GameStop, Mercari, eBay, local anime shops, comic book shops, anywhere, man, you're gonna find this piece. Now, with that being said, GameStop, places like that, once they get them and they sell out of what they have, they're pretty much gonna be hard to find, especially, when they become stateside. Well, they are stateside, but, once they get their supply and it's gone, it's pretty much gone. So I would jump on that as quick as possible. So, with that being said, man, that's kind of wrap up this review, man. Like I said, this is the Glitter and Glamours Videl, the A&B version, man. Very awesome pieces, man. I really love their scale and how they stand out with one another. She complements my collection a lot, man. She really does. And this is one of those figures that's it's kind of like a gateway figure, like I'm gonna go start picking up more female characters now, man, add a little bit more diversity to my collection. Because before she came, the only figure that I had was the Crane figure, Chilai, from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, man, and that's like the only one that I had. So she's really gonna be the one that's gonna open up a lot. Speaking of Crane figures, man, I've downsized my Crane figure collection to almost nothing. Like, I have no more Crane figs anymore, man. Solely because I've decided to focus solely on Kuji's cluster stuff, man, like big figure stuff, man. More so stuff like that. Solely because, those Crane figs, man, when they come out, though they are awesome, I'm not a fan of those black bases that they have, because they kind of take up a lot of space, and they look, no disrespect to anyone that collects those, but they make your collection look kind of cluttery, like cluttered look, so I'm not a big fan of those. So I sold some, gave some to my son, gave some to other collectors, man, and all of that. So like I said, I got 30, almost 40 plus figures coming, man, within the week to maybe going into February. So be on the lookout for that as well, man. So with all that being said, man, this is the Trill Collector signing off, man, for the first video of 2022. If you guys are on Instagram, man, head over to Instagram, man, and follow me there at Trill_Collector, at Trill_Collector 512 over at Twitter and Instagram. I'm so sorry, guys. And if you guys are on Twitter, it's Trill Collector 512 over there, man. You guys can you guys can follow me on those two platforms as well, man, and we can really get it cracking over there as well. So if you guys are interested in these figures, man, you can check them out on my Instagram page, where I update everything, man, from the day that I get it. My Twitter is the same exact way, man. So that's it, man. That's pretty much it for this awesome figure, man. So as always, guys, this is the Trill Collector signing off. Until next time, bye.